The system was never made for you to win. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Robert Kiyosaki. Let's begin with a painful truth. Most of us were born into a system that was never designed to set us free. A system that tells you to go to school, get good grades, get a job, and save money, while the people who control the system never followed that advice themselves. Let's be honest. You were never taught how money works. You were never taught how to be used by it. You have been emotionally manipulated into thinking money is evil, rich people are greedy, working hard is all you need. But let me ask you, why are so many people working hard yet still broke? Why do we feel guilty for wanting more? Why do we fear being rich and yet hate being poor? Because you were trained to think like a prisoner into a system run by kings. You see, poverty isn't just a condition, it is a mindset, a belief system, a generational curse. And today I want to break that curse for you. Money is a tool, not a goal. Money is not the goal. The freedom money gives you, that is the real goal. If you make money the purpose of your life, it will destroy you. But if you treat it as a tool, it will serve you. Think of money like a knife. In the wrong hands, it kills. In the right hands, it saves lives in surgery. You must learn how to control money emotionally, multiply it logically, use it spiritually. Because if you don't control money, it will control you. Why school kept you broke? Let's go back in time. In school, you were never taught how to budget, how to invest, how to negotiate, how to build passive income. You were taught obedience, not independence. Why? Because obedient workers fuel the economy. But financially free people question everything, and that's dangerous. The truth is, schools were modeled after the Industrial Revolution to create factory workers. You were programmed to follow rules, fear mistakes, work for approval, not to think for yourself, not to build, not to own. That's why the majority of rich people say school failed them. And guess what? The system isn't broken. It's working exactly the way it was designed to keep you barely surviving so you keep showing up. How society manipulates the middle class. Here is how the system manipulates you. 1. They give you credit, so you buy things you can't afford. 2. They raise inflation, so the money you save loses value. 3. They increase taxes, so you're stuck paying more for earning more. They create desire, so you compare your life to influencers and celebrities. They normalize struggle, so when you're tired and broke, you feel like it's your fault. Sounds familiar. The middle class becomes trapped. The student loans, in mortgages, in car payments, in anxiety. They work to pay bills, not to build freedom. And when someone says money isn't everything, I ask them, is your rent paid in motivation? Can you feed your kids with inspiration? Let's stop pretending poverty is noble. There is no honor in being broke. The real rules of money they never told you. Let me tell you the hidden rules of wealth. Time does not equal money. If time were money, the hardest workers would be the richest. The truth, leverage is money, using skills, tools, and systems to scale. 2. Saving will never make you rich. Inflation eats savings alive. The rich invest in assets, equity, intellectual property. 3. Your income is tied to the size of the problem you solve. If you solve small problems, you get small money. Solve global problems, you build generational wealth. Taxes are for the uninformed. The wealthy use tax laws to protect and grow their wealth. You are paid based on value, not effort. You can work 18 hours a day at a job that pays you $300 a month, or use 1 hour of strategic thinking to earn $3,000 online. Wake up. You're not broke because you're lazy. You're broke because you're playing a rigged game by the wrong rules. Escape the system. Start thinking like the top 1%. Here is how the rich think differently. The poor and middle class versus rich. Work for money. Rich, make money work for you. Trade time for income. The rich says, trade value for income. The poor and middle class fears risk. The rich manage risk. Poor and middle class spend first, save last. The rich invest first, spend later. Poor and middle class focus on job security. The rich focus on freedom and ownership. To escape the matrix, you need a high income skill like copywriting, coding, designing, consulting. A scalable model, online business, digital products, coaching, investments. A personal brand. Your story is your currency. And above all, you need to go out of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. How to build real, lasting wealth. Real wealth isn't just money in the bank, it's time freedom, doing what you want when you want. Location freedom, living where you feel alive. Emotional freedom, not being controlled by anxiety. Spiritual freedom, being aligned with purpose. Here is a path to get there. Start learning daily by books, mentors, podcasts. 2. Create multiple streams of income. Never depend on one job. 3. Buy assets, not liabilities. Own things that generate money. 4. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Don't try to impress broke people. 5. Build a tribe. Your network determines your net worth. Wealth is built in silence, not showing off. It's about planting seeds for your future self. The world needs you rich. Let me leave you with this. The world needs more good people who are rich because when good people are poor, evil people have more power. If you were rich, would you open schools for girls? Would you help your family out of poverty? Would you build hospitals, businesses, orphanages? Then stop seeing money as evil. Money is a magnifier. It makes you more of what you already are. You can't stay broke, angry, and better. Or you can rise, learn, and build the life your future children will thank you for. This is not just about you, it's about the generations after you. It's about rewriting your family name in history. This is Bilal Hamza, and I hope this podcast shook your soul. If it did, share it, tag someone, and start building your legacy. Don't be the prisoner who worships his cage. Stay strong, stay real. Peace and love, Hamza.